Yo, what's going on, guys? KrispyFlakes here. So I came across the Hoops Nation Instagram page, and I saw them post something about if you were the GM of the Golden State Warriors, would you trade Stephen Curry for LeBron James in a 1-1 swap? I thought it'd be kind of like an interesting thing to kind of talk about for today's video. We are going to see what if Curry and LeBron James were actually traded for each other and switched teams. So basically, guys, this is what the rosters are looking like for both ways. Stephen Curry, I think, would, of course, have to play the shooting guard position in this case because, you know, Lonzo, you do want Lonzo on the court, and I feel like with Lonzo's playmaking abilities, his rebounding, it would actually kind of, like, be a nice little connection with Stephen Curry kind of handling the bulk of the offense in the backcourt, plus the spacing of this team would be absolutely unbelievable. Stephen Curry running that shooting guard position. It allows Ingram to play his natural small forward position on this Lakers team. Then, of course, you got Kuzma at the 4 and JaVale McGee at the center's position. And then, of course, you got Josh Hart, Rajon Rondo, Lance Stevens, Tyson Chandler, the rest of the team out there, too. So I figured this would be a pretty good lineup right here. Although I do want to give Curry a few more minutes. I really don't see any big reason for KSP needing to play at all. So we are going to take away his minutes and probably just give those to Curry for the most part. Get him at about 40 minutes a game. Get Brandon Ingram at a bit more. And I just kind of feel like this would allow Ingram as a player to just be that second option of this team, but also be able to utilize his style of play. That's the big issue with LeBron Ingram right now in real life, is that, you know, Ingram does need the ball in his hand. So I feel like if you run the offense through Ingram or Lonzo and use Stephen Curry at times, you know, shoot some three-pointers as a spot-up shooter, but also let him do his thing too, just because he's a superstar type of player out there, right, man? And then as far as like the system proficiency, we have pace and space, which is 4-star. This increases three-point opportunities, which is pretty good. You would hope too, because teams are going to be kind of like double teaming Curry and stuff like that, that Lonzo would get some open shots in the backcourt, be able to knock down those with a little bit better efficiency than he has, you know, in his rookie season. And then, of course, you have the Golden State Warriors side of things. And I feel like, no doubt, man, because this team has so much talent as is, I feel like LeBron would have to like pull like a Giannis from like a season or two ago and run the point guard position, right? Or maybe like a Ben Simmons type of thing out there, just because there's no way you can run small forward because you want Durant on the court. Draymond Green is going to start. DeMarcus Cousins, one of the best centers in the NBA when healthy. So I feel like this is the optimal lineup you go with. And if I'm being honest, like as great as Curry is, I feel like Curry is probably actually, you know, no doubt a better fit for like this Warrior system than LeBron is. But even so, like if LeBron wants to be passive now, this team is going to be absolutely unstoppable because like Durant can be the main scorer out there. Thompson's, you know, spacing the floor out there for LeBron. Whose game do I think it would actually hurt a little bit? Probably Draymond Green, because a lot of times, you know, Draymond has like that poor man's LeBron stat line with the points out there, but also the assists and the playmaking and the rebounding and doing things along those lines. So it's like if you have LeBron with the ball in his hands and Draymond's not really getting those passing opportunities as much, then Draymond does kind of become more of just like a defensive-oriented player, but also, you know, setting screens and things like that too. So I do think his stats will probably dip a little bit, but still not too much out there. So yeah, we are going to run this simulation. I do want to know from you guys in the comment section though, if you were the GM of the Golden State Warriors, would you trade Curry for LeBron in a 1v1 swap? I'm going to give you guys my thoughts and opinions on this and a few other things out there too. So simulate through date. First and foremost, I would not do that trade because not only is LeBron James older than Stephen Curry, but also the way the NBA is shifting right now, it's a 3-ball shooting league out there. And Curry really single-handedly changed the game of basketball himself. It was the spreading out the floor offense, you know, the small ball lineups, there's all that stuff out there that really proved to be dominant in this era of basketball. And that was really, like I said, man, it was led by Stephen Curry and his crazy 3-point shooting abilities out there, right? So I guess that leads to the question, if you were to get a rookie right now, like if you were to draft a rookie and you knew that the way they were going to end up playing was the style of LeBron or the style of Stephen Curry, and they were going to be the same superstar type of player, who would you take? Because I do think like overall, LeBron James is no doubt the better player because, you know, he's in the top 2 player discussion, and the only one that's like the arguments about is Michael Jordan. So, but at the same time, the stuff that Stephen Curry does well, he is like so elite at from a ball handling standpoint. Like I said, man, the shooting out there. So, while LeBron James is the better overall player, do you feel like Stephen Curry's style of play, I guess, is the optimal choice to go with in this scenario? Because I guess I don't really know, because I feel like the era of basketball that I started watching in 2004, and like even before so with that, I know there was like Michael out there who was a great shooting guard, but it always seemed like if you wanted to win basketball games, you needed to have a dominant center. Like, the center position was the way to go. Somebody that could just rebound and just destroy you on the inside, be dominant on the inside like Shaquille O'Neal. You always wanted a solid, power forward that would post up. And really, if you were dominating the inside game, then you were dominating the game in basketball, right? Where in this case now, it's like LeBron's style of play is still very dominant, but it's Stephen Curry's style. It's really his style out there that wins championships now. So, would you say the league is more of a guard league now? Would you say that you need a dominant small forward to win out there? Because I guess, like, my biggest example is, like Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant. Those guys got to the finals together. They didn't win, of course. They lost to LeBron James, who was a dominant small forward. And then Durant leaves the team, and, like, he goes to the Warriors. But the Warriors already won with, like, Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson. They had Harrison Barnes. So, it's like the small forward position was not really important in that case. So I guess I don't know if it really comes down to, like, position basketball anymore. It kind of just comes down to style of play in the end of the day, man. I feel like that's where the NBA is at. You don't really need, like, to play a specific position. You just have to dominate the game in a certain way. But actually here, looking at these final records, we do have the Golden State Warriors with a record of 61-20. So despite having LeBron James, their record is not, like, any better than it's been in the past. I mean, you can argue that Curry, like I was saying, is a better fit on this team. Where the Lakers, with Stephen Curry playing shooting guard, actually went 41-41 on the season. I feel like in real life, LeBron and the Lakers are probably going to have a better record than that. But I guess, like, the best way I could put that when, like, looking at LeBron James, being on the Lakers, I kind of say it's like the Steve Nash effect with his basketball IQ. Not saying Curry's is low or anything like that, but of course LeBron James' passing ability is like next level elite, like Magic Johnson-esque out there, or even Steve Nash-esque out there, where it's like he makes everybody around him much better. So, I guess not really in the case of Brandon Ingram though, right? But even so, man, like, the Lakers are clearly better with LeBron James. Okay, one more game in the season right here, similarly through date. I guess no more games for the Lakers, one for the Warriors though. Similarly through date, MVP going towards Russell Westbrook, 27 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, which is still confuses me even more though, man, because, like, if the NBA is a guard league, then why isn't the OKC Thunder getting to the damn finals? They even got a good small forward in Paul George. And like I was saying, man, that comes down to, because it's not that Russell Westbrook's a bad point guard, it's just he doesn't typically excel in the shooting category, which is what wins games now. I guess, ball movement and all that stuff too. I mean, he's still a great player, but I don't know, it's just that the NBA is so confusing, guys. And I know there's, like, statistics and all that stuff out there and breakdowns, but damn, at the end of the day, what wins basketball games? Let me know in the comment section below. We have DeAndre Rookie of the Year, Dennis Schroeder, 6-man, Giannis, Defensive Player, Jordan Clarkson, Most Improved, and Billy Donovan, Coach of the Year. So All-NBA First Team, we do have DeMarcus Cousins making that. Surprisingly, the only member of either one of these teams making it. So no Curry and no LeBron James. I don't think I've ever seen LeBron not make All-NBA First Team in this game. Oh my God, he's not even All-NBA second. We got Durant making that. So he does make All-NBA third with Stephen Curry. So it seems like both these players are out of their element and not playing as good at basketball. But then again, LeBron would be focusing more on making plays for his teammates out there, Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant. And I really do feel like, even with Boogie Cousins, could you argue and say LeBron would be the fourth scoring option of that Warriors team? Or would that be Boogie Cousins, or LeBron would be like the third? Because, of course, you want Klay Thompson to get shots out there. But yeah, Golden State, they are second in the Western Conference. The Lakers with Curry did not even make the playoffs. So let's go check out these players' stats and see where exactly went wrong. So from the Lakers, Curry at 25 points, 7 assists per game. You got Kuzma at 17 points and 5 rebounds. And then you have Brandon Ingram. And I look at Ingram's stats right there, and this is exactly why I think the Lakers need to trade him in real life. It's because he needs to step up and be like a solidified second option of this team. He was drafted, what was it? The second pick in the draft in 2016. I know he's still extremely young, but still, it seems like sometimes he does not want to, like, step up to the plate. 2018, he had a very nice season, 16 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists per game. Field goal percentage was actually pretty solid too. Was almost a 40% three-point shooter. So it's like the capabilities are there. But looking at Curry's stats compared to the previous season, points per game was roughly the same. The assists was up, playing the shooting guard position. Defense was a bit better out there. Turnovers was at a career low. Field goal percentage was better. Three-point shot was better. So I guess does it ask the question, if Curry was to, like, be like the sole superstar of a team, would that team just not be very successful? Like, is Curry not able? Would it be like a whole, like, Kemba Walker thing going on, where it's like, yeah, he's putting up the numbers, but he needs the guys around him to succeed, which I think is what makes, LeBron being that GOAT discussion, is that it could be like LeBron in a team of, like, Jordan Clarkson and J.R. Smith and George Hill, and he can still lead them to the finals despite, of course, losing. But LeBron on this team, 22 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists. Those are looking like pretty much career lows in all departments, scoring-wise, at least for like the past few seasons. Yeah, rebounds down, assists are down, defense is even down a little bit. Turnovers are down, though. Field goal percentage still looking nice because it seems like he's probably picking and choosing his shots. 38%, 3 for LeBron. That's not bad. Free throw was nice. Played it looks like a career low in minutes. Points are down. Yeah, man, everything down across the boards, but it's because you got other scorers out there. So you got Durant as number one option, 25 points. DeMarcus at 25 points, 11 rebounds. Klay Thompson at 16 a game. And then Draymond still put up the rebounds and assists despite having LeBron on the team still. But here we go. We are going to see how well the Warriors do in the playoffs. I would imagine they would probably win it all. So simulate current round right here. See how this goes. They got the Utah Jazz in the first round. I'm just so surprised the Lakers are not even in the playoffs with Curry, though, man. I would expect at least the 8th spot with that team. So they sweep the Jazz 4-0. Closeout game, we got 34-15-5 for DeMarcus, 22-5-7 for Durant, 17-6-7 for LeBron James. Next up, the Houston Rockets. Also, I guess another interesting question is, if LeBron did go to the Warriors, how would that change your opinion on LeBron James, as they just lost in the second round to the Houston Rockets? Like, would you totally lose all respect for him, and it would just be like, okay, man, like, you pulled a Kevin Durant out there, you joined the team you can't beat? Because before he went to the Lakers, like, there was rumors actually going on about LeBron, like, going to sign with the Warriors. And people were just like, don't do it, LeBron. Do not do that to your legacy. You were just, you know, completely tarnishing and everything like that. But I guess my final thoughts is that LeBron on the Lakers is fine. I'm still not even used to it. I actually kind of wish he would have stayed with the Cavaliers. I don't know, man. Or we went back to like the Miami Heat or something like that. But Curry was like built as a player to play for the Warriors. That system is absolutely perfect for him. He has the perfect teammates around him. And I will say, man, that I don't hate or whatever. I don't hate the Warriors because I respect that they like built it with you know, Curry and Klay Thompson and Draymond out via the draft. Of course, once Durant signed, it's like, yeah, that one kind of stung a bit, but that wasn't really a knockoff on the Warriors. It was more so just on Durant as a person. And of course, DeMarcus Cousins signed for $5 million, but nobody else was throwing him offers, so I can't really blame him there. But anyway, hope you guys all enjoyed this video. It was definitely interesting to look at. It just did not really lead to success either way. Let's look at these playoff stats real quick. Not going to be done for the Lakers, of course, but this is what it's looking like in the playoffs. 20 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists per game for LeBron James. So, yeah, man, be sure to drop that like, subscribe to my channel. If there's any other player switches you want me to try out, let me know. And peace out, my friends.